All right, let's just dive right into this explainer because, well, there's a structural crisis probably happening to your body right this very second. If you're anything like the rest of us, you're slowly morphing into a human question mark, right? Today, we're going to unpack a complete system, the Anti-Slouch Blueprint, designed to literally pull your body back into alignment using movements your daily desk job has essentially deleted from your brain. So, quick self-check. Be honest. Are you slouching right now? Are you looking down at your phone? Or maybe kind of hunched over a laptop? Think about it. If you caught a glimpse of yourself in a mirror at this exact second, what would you actually see? You'd probably see a rounded upper back and those shoulders creeping up toward your ears like a pair of earrings. Look, we all do it, but it's taking a massive toll. We are right in the middle of what can only be described as a poor posture crisis. And here's the really fascinating biological reality. Our bodies are absolute masters of adaptation. They literally mold themselves to the positions we spend the most time in. And since we practically live in our chairs these days, your muscles have biologically forgotten how to hold you upright. That is exactly why just telling yourself to sit up straight feels so exhausting, and frankly, it never works. Your hardware has physically adapted to the slouch. Here's why your posture feels like a completely losing battle. Gravity is basically winning a relentless tug of war on your frame. Think of it like this. On the front of your body, you've got these pushing muscles in your chest that become incredibly strong and painfully tight. But on the back, you've got pulling muscles that are weak and completely overstretched. Gravity just exploits this imbalance. It drags your shoulders forward, completely locks up your mid-back, and makes your core stability just vanish.
Doing a few random stretches? Yeah, that's not going to fix this kind of structural damage. Instead, the solution is a 5-step, highly functional action plan. We're looking at the dead hang, the Superman, inverted rows combined with thread the needle, thoracic rolling, and the farmer carry. These specific movements and holds are designed to actively reverse the damage years of sitting have done, pulling your body back into alignment from the inside out.
All right, step 1, the dead hang. This is essentially the ultimate gravity reverse. Think about the mechanics for a second. Sitting all day actively compresses your spine, right? So hanging from a pull-up bar pulls everything in the exact opposite direction. You grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width and let your feet leave the ground. But wait, here is the critical trick. Do not, I repeat, do not just go completely limp and dump all your weight into your shoulder joints. You want to keep them active. Feel a slight engagement across the top of your back. That one simple adjustment turns a passive stretch into an incredible active strength builder. For this gravity reverse, you're going to want to aim for 20 to 30 seconds initially. And yeah, it is going to feel super intense at first. But as your structural grip and your back endurance improve, you'll eventually work your way up to a full minute. By doing this, you are literally creating length and space through your compressed shoulders and lats. That's something static stretching alone just cannot replicate. Now we have to address the actual anchor system in charge of holding you upright, your posterior chain. This critical network spans your lower back, your glutes, and your upper back. Because we spend hours upon hours just leaning forward into our screens, these anchor cables, they become incredibly weak and stretched out. They basically just surrender in the battle against gravity. To fix this, we deploy the perfect counterattack, the Superman exercise. You're going to lie face down on the floor and lift your arms, your chest, and your legs all at the exact same time. Now, the magic, and honestly the burn, happens right at the top. You hold that squeeze for 2 to 3 agonizing but highly effective seconds. This is absolutely pivotal for improving back strength and counteracting all that forward leaning. Try starting with 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. That will perfectly build up that essential anti-slouch endurance. Moving right along to step 3, we're targeting those desperately weak pulling muscles across your upper back. First, we open up rotational mobility with stretches like threading the needle, and then we hit the pulling muscles with the inverted row. The inverted row is an absolute game changer for practically every body type. You set a bar at about hip height, get underneath it, and pull your chest to the bar while keeping your entire body perfectly rigid, like a straight line. But here's the thing you have to remember. The entire postural benefit of this movement lives in the squeeze. When you pull your chest up to that bar, you absolutely must pinch your shoulder blades together at the top of every single rep. That squeeze, that's what physically retrains your muscles to keep your shoulders pinned back where they actually belong. It directly reduces the tension that drags you forward, making your upper body feel organized and reliable again. Okay, step 4. This isn't really a workout, but it honestly might be the most vital piece of the entire puzzle: thoracic foam rolling. Years of hunching over like a modern-day gargoyle literally locks your mid-back into a rounded position. And this doesn't just look terrible, it acts like a physical cage. It severely compresses your rib cage and actively prevents you from taking a full, deep breath. Wild, right? To break out of that cage, you place a foam roller horizontally across your mid-back, right around the level of your shoulder blades. But listen closely here. Do not just roll up and down like you're giving yourself a spa massage. No, you are using this roller as a fulcrum. You gently arch backward over it, spending 2 to 3 minutes bending your spine in the exact opposite direction of your daily slouch. Doing this unlocks the spinal extension that has been trapped away for years. Finally, we reach step 5, the farmer carry. This is where we tie all of this newfound mobility and strength into one real-world test. It mimics practical, everyday activities, like carrying heavy groceries, but it acts as a dynamic challenge for your entire skeletal frame. It basically ensures that all the alignment work we just did actually translates into how you move in your daily life. So, here's how you execute it. Grab 2 heavy objects and stand tall. Imagine there's a string pulling you straight up toward the ceiling from the very crown of your head. As you walk slowly and deliberately for up to 60 seconds, your core and your back have to constantly fight those heavy weights that are trying to pull your shoulders forward or tip you off balance. It forces your whole frame to maintain a stable, upright posture against heavy resistance, safely and efficiently. Look, fixing your posture isn't about doing one random stretching routine on a Sunday. It's about building a foundation of lasting stability so gravity finally stops winning. If you want the complete step-by-step system that integrates all of this to fix the structural gaps most programs just completely ignore, you'll want to check out the Reset Your Body Blueprint, which we've linked in the description below. If this explainer helped you understand your body better today, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into functional health. So, my final question to you is this: are you ready to stand taller? Your muscles might have forgotten how, but today you have the exact blueprint to teach them again. Go find a pull-up bar right now, get hanging, and I'll see you in the next one.